Now to day 5 of the historic UAW strike against the Detroit's Big Three automakers. The union says talks resumed over the weekend, but both sides remain far apart when it comes to getting a new deal. CBS's Kris Van Cleave reports from outside of the picket line. Kris, what is the union seeking for its employees, and what has been offered so far from the automakers?
Well, Brooke, good to be with you in Dallas. The automakers, say they continue to have negotiations, have conversations with the union, but the ball hasn't moved very much from where we were on Friday when the strike began. The union is still seeking up to a 40% raise, a return of pensions, a 4-day work week, as well as cost of living and job protections. The car makers have offered closer to a 20% raise and are negotiating on some of the finer points. But we're sort of kind of where we were a week ago at this time, and that's why everyone now expects a wider, more expanded strike to occur as soon as noon Eastern time today.
Kris, we know that our auto plant here in Arlington not been affected yet, but which automotive plants have been impacted from the strike so far, and what could we expect to happen later today?
Sure. So 3 auto plants, one from each of the big 3, has had workers go out on strike. The Ford Michigan assembly plant behind me here that makes the Bronco and the Ranger, the Jeep Wrangler plant in Toledo, Ohio, and a GM plant in Missouri that makes their mid-size pickups. Those are popular and lucrative vehicles, and that's why the union targeted those plants. The Arlington plant makes the Suburban, the Yukon, the Tahoe, which are very profitable full-size vehicles. So one of the things we're watching for, do they go after the full-size trucks, the F-150, the Silverado, the Ram, and the full-size SUVs, because those are huge profit centers for the automakers. So that's one of the big things we're looking for. And will the union do 3 more plants, or will they strike a bunch of plants to make a point today? That's what we're watching for coming up here in the next few hours and on CBS Mornings in a few minutes.
Yeah, a lot of questions still remain to be answered. Kris Van Cleave reporting for us from Michigan this morning. Kris, we thank you for that report.